Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hurts.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about The 24-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 8 coming up.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And some room to maneuver. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing Jones.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
They go play action with Hurts.
Escaping the pressure, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Saquon Barkley running right. Oh, a heck of a move. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Tyreek Hill on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Jones. Open man, he completes it to Judy. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 80 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The all-pro pass rusher, Joey Bosa, able to make the tackle there. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. The play fake. Jones. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
From the 22, Hurts. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
High throw, but he makes the catch.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22, Hurts. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And it's off the crossbar. Oh, he couldn't even get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 121 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's almost hard to believe that Joey Bosa is in his 6th season now with the Los Angeles Chargers. A Pro Bowler 3 out of the last 4 seasons. He led the team with 7.5 sacks in 2020. One of the great technicians as a pass rusher in the league.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. He's at the 30. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
They're going to run it with Barkley.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Again, McCaffrey, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.